Why is mindfulness good for you? Have you ever wondered that? Have you ever wondered why you should spend your valuable time on mindfulness? Or is it really worth it? Well, I'm here to tell you it is. Mindfulness is totally worth spending your time on. And that's what you will learn in today's talk. You will learn why mindfulness is a good practice to adopt. Stay tuned to learn more. Hello everyone, this is Salik and welcome to another episode of the Growth Philosophy Podcast, a bite-sized weekly podcast focused on empowering you to think better and upgrade your life. Last week I talked about the basics of mindfulness, the what. This week's talk will focus on the why and give you some strong reasons why adopting mindfulness as a habit is not just a smart idea, but an essential one, and how it can help you improve your life. So, why is mindfulness good for you? Well, here is the thing, there are actually lots of reasons. And that's not just me telling you that. That's not just hearsay. There has been a ton of research done on this concept, and they have found lots of different ways mindfulness can benefit us. And in this talk today, I'm going to go over the 5 big ones, the 5 major benefits of mindfulness, 5 big ways mindfulness can help you. Sounds good? Great, let's get started. So, let's go over the first big reason, the first big way mindfulness can help you, and that is stress reduction. Stress reduction is usually the most talked about and noted benefit of mindfulness. Stress has been widely recognized as the biggest health issue of our time. It causes not just issues like anxiety, but also many other negative impacts, including lowering our immune system, our ability to deal with health problems, our ability to deal with emergencies. It negatively impacts our ability to learn and grow, and a whole host of other things. Basically, stress impacts everything in your life. So it is pretty evident that it is bad for you. I mean, stress is really bad for you. So when you can come across a method, a way to help with stress, surely it's good for you, right? So mindfulness has been shown through research to help reduce stress. Research has in fact found that regular practice of mindfulness can reduce your levels of cortisol. But what is cortisol? Well, cortisol is the stress hormone that your body releases whenever you're stressed. So when mindfulness reduces cortisol, it reduces your stress impact. As such, if you need a way to deal with stress, you can't really come across better ways of dealing with it at its source, at its root, than practicing mindfulness. So that's a huge reason why mindfulness is good for you. It reduces and helps you manage your stress. There are other ways that it can also help you to manage your stress, but you'll learn more about them later on. So let's deal with the second one. And actually this benefit is also yet another reason or yet another way mindfulness helps with your stress. And that is all about the way mindfulness impacts your mood. So this is another great benefit of practicing mindfulness. It's positive impact on your mood. In fact, a study involving members of the US Marines found that practicing mindfulness regularly significantly improves mood and memory. The soldiers in question in that research spent 2 hours each week for 8 weeks practicing mindfulness meditation. So that's just over 17 minutes a day that they spent. Just 17 minutes a day to significantly improve their mood and memory. We all go through times when we experience low mood. things happen, your mood is not always great. You face moments of unhappiness, some more than others. So, mindfulness is a great way of tackling that. And this is yet another reason for you to adopt and practice mindfulness and do it regularly. And yet another reason why it is a great way for dealing with stress as well. Because when your mood is not low, it makes it much easier for you to not even experience stress. So this is a second big reason. It helps with your mood. And here is the third big reason why mindfulness is good for you. It's because mindfulness has been proven to have a positive impact on our immune system. A study done by researchers at the University of Wisconsin found that people who practice mindfulness regularly produced more antibodies than those who did not. And antibodies play a vital role in our ability to fight off diseases and recover. Especially at a time like this, when most of the world is at risk from coronavirus, boosting our immune system is not just important but essential. And since mindfulness has been proven to positively impact our immune system by increasing the production of antibodies, it is clearly a good reason, no, scratch that, a great reason to start practicing mindfulness. We can all do with a stronger immune system, especially now, won't you agree? So, to have a stronger immune system, practicing mindfulness helps. So that's another great reason, a really big reason why practicing mindfulness is good for you. So that's the third reason. Now, here's the fourth big reason why mindfulness is good for you. And it's because of its positive impact on our ability to recover from illnesses. So as you have learned, mindfulness boosts our antibody production, which is a great way to boost our immune system. But that's not all mindfulness does when it comes to our health. So there have been several studies on cancer patients which found that practicing mindfulness helped with their recovery process. It was so effective that a whole methodology was developed around it. It's called Mindfulness-Based Cancer Recovery, or MBCR, if you want to look that up. This benefit doesn't just apply to cancer patients. This recovery impact, this positive impact that mindfulness has on recovery affects everyone. So it will affect you, it will help you as well to recover from whatever illness that you might have. So that alone, I would say, makes mindfulness a very useful habit to adopt right now, especially now, during these times of coronavirus. So that's the fourth big reason. And here is the fifth one. The last, but not the least, is the positive impact mindfulness has on our mental health. Now, here is the thing. Looking after your physical health is important, but looking after your mental health is just as important, if not more. And mindfulness is a great way to look after and improve your mental health. Let's face it, our ability to manage our emotions play a massive role in the overall quality of our life. When we are better able to regulate and manage our emotions, it's easier to be happy. It's easier to deal with the challenges life throws at us. Being able to regulate our emotions can be incredibly beneficial in terms of managing things like low mood, depression, stress, anxiety, and so on. Basically everything. And mindfulness has been found to help with this. Studies have found that regularly practicing mindfulness makes it possible for practitioners to detach themselves from their negative emotions. Detach from negative emotions, and that's a great thing. The regular practice of mindfulness helps people to identify, assess, and analyze their negative emotions. But not just that, regular practice of mindfulness also enables practitioners to accept things instead of fighting them. And this in turn makes it easier for them to better regulate their emotions and come up with more effective coping mechanisms. 3 2016 studies, in fact, support this theory. Makes sense, of course. When you get better at managing your thoughts, you will get better at managing your emotions. So mindfulness is a great tool for managing and dealing with your emotions and regulating them. And it certainly makes mindfulness a great practice to adopt and do so on a regular basis. Because when you're not constantly fighting whatever's happening, when you have a better ability to assess and analyze what is going on, it's easier for you to deal with the things and to find ways of recovering and overcoming the obstacles. So that is another great reason why, a huge reason why, in fact, mindfulness is good for you. So as I mentioned before, these are not the only benefits of mindfulness. There are more. But these 5 that I mentioned here today are some of the biggest benefits of practicing mindfulness regularly, as I'm sure you would agree by now. And these are some pretty big reasons why you need to try mindfulness. You absolutely need to at least give it a shot. But better, I would say go ahead and actually make it a regular habit. So now you have a pretty good idea about the why of mindfulness, about reasons why adopting mindfulness as a habit can be really good for you. So you might be asking about the next step. So how do you actually get started doing that? And how do you move forward? Well, to help you with that, one of my recent talks will actually help. I did a talk on that very topic about 2 weeks ago, where I went over a way for you to make mindfulness a daily habit in just 2 minutes a day. If you have not listened to that talk, I suggest checking out. That can be a great way for you to get started with mindfulness and do so easily, as it only takes about 2 minutes a day or so to try that. I would also include a link in the show notes for a free 8-week mindfulness program that can help guide you through a structured mindfulness program. These 2 resources can help you get started. They will help you get up and running with mindfulness and even help you make it a daily habit. So I hope you found today's talk useful, because that's it for today. If you have any questions about today's talk, feel free to post them on my blog or reach out to me on Twitter. As always, it has been a great pleasure to have you listening. Don't forget to subscribe to the podcast to get updated about new episodes. Also, check out the other episodes of the Growth Philosophy podcast for more resources to help you improve your mind and your life. I'll catch you again next Monday. Until then, have a great week and remember, think better to upgrade your life.